I don't want to do it this way.
Oh,
The long view.
that's a great song. Back in the day. If you know, you know.
Sit down.
You sit down.
Okay, I think this is probably gonna be about it. Alright, cool. We've been live for 30 seconds.
I fucking,
Bullshit.
I know. And you're sitting here
Trying to make the camera work.
technical fucking
Why don't you
difficulties.
pull up the fucking thing?
I pulled up the fucking thing. And you know what there is? Nothing. There's two things. Jack and shit.
Right there.
Oh, it's right there.
Turn down.
So, I usually close that out. So,
Fantastic. Okay.
welcome to whatever the hell this is.
We're here to talk about Final Fantasy 16 and our thoughts. And 7 Remake Part 2 and our anticipation of it. So yeah, welcome to live.
This is going well. Final Fantasy 16. I beat it forever ago. Can't hardly remember anything. Of course, spoilers. People lose their mind about spoilers. So,
I think you have spoilers when it's been out for like months.
well, I don't know. Somebody's gonna lose their shit.
Only the PC, gamers, the ones who
Cheat.
review bombed the game because it wasn't out on PC yet. Same for the Xbox players. Like, it's unfair. We don't get to play it. Let's review bomb it. You have Halo. We don't get that on PlayStation. Same for Fable. So, we gotta have our own.
Well, I thought the game was great. I mean, we can't have spoilers, right? So, there you go. Next subject.
So for me, Final Fantasy 16 was a great game. I enjoyed it a lot. Much better than 15. 15 was disappointing.
What was 15?
Exactly. It was the boys' road trip.
Oh, yeah! No, I like that game.
I liked it, but you expected 13 verses, and then you got 15. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how long we've been talking about. Anyway, we're going off the rails.
Anyway, 16 was, we had a lot of disasters, 12 was, I don't know what was happening
Awesome.
there. No.
Yeah.
The final boss was Nacho Libre. Not good at all.
Alright, I'll give you that.
But then, you go into 13, you're like, well, surely they can do much better than 12. And then they're like, hold my chocobos, and they made Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what they said.
This
Hold my chocobos, sir.
And then 13.2 was better, but no one would know that because 13.1 was awful. He didn't play 13 for 10 years.
No.
Very confusing. I'm not sure what was happening there. And then 15 came along and was a breath of fresh air.
That it was. That it was.
But it was too short. They want the open world thing, and I think that was one of the good things about 16 is it wasn't like full on open world, but at the same time it was super limited because like you basically picked where you were going, and then that was the area, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was like they were like trying to make the game longer, but also open. And I don't know, it was weird. It was like a weird hybrid.
It needs to be longer. That's the that's what we're saying.
Yeah. We don't have the good old days of like 80 hours of gameplay.
Oh, I miss those days.
Started Final Fantasy 7 and then like 2 months later still playing.
Yeah, dude here has been playing Legend of Dragoon for what, a month?
Not a month.
A week?
Yeah, probably about a week.
Okay, a week, and he just now got past chapter 1.
In fairness, I do work a lot, but still, I mean, I was working when I played the new Star Wars game, and I still beat that in 3 days.
Exactly. Exactly. You can have a full-time job with overtime and still beat a modern game in 3 days.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
16, I think that took me probably like a week and a half of solid gameplay. 'Cause I was playing that every day. And then, a long time on the weekend. So it lasted a pretty good amount of time. The one thing I do say is I think the side quests weren't that great.
Yeah. Unless you got something.
Yeah.
When you got your can't talk about that, can we?
Yes.
Can we? You sure?
When did the game come out?
It's the freaking world we live in. Everybody's so sensitive.
Did it come out in July? No, it came out earlier than that. I beat it before you got it, and I got it for your birthday.
Right.
Yeah,
So we can include spoilers.
Yes. Spoiler alert! If you haven't played the game.
All right. This is on you, stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, you get your fucking chocobo back, and the ending sucked. Hero dies in this one.
All of the heroes. Everyone.
That's what they should have called it. Everybody dies.
They kind of leave it ambiguous about Joshua because at the end, the book that was written, Final Fantasy by Joshua Redfield or whatever his name is. But at the same time, that could have just been his journals that he had left for those Phoenix Keepers or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
But
No, it was a great game. Loved Sid. Hated that he had to die at all. But, I mean, whatever. That's the modern world. Just kill everybody. Kill all the characters.
he was the Obi-Wan for this story. Well, he was the Obi-Wan if Obi-Wan got action. But yeah, no, it sucked to lose him. But,
I'll tell you one thing. One thing that really pissed me off was when you went against that dude that had Odin or whatever. So you go there, he's fucking totally badass. These moves are badass. And then you kill the motherfucker, you get the shit, and they suck.
Yep.
And he's like, well, you gotta upgrade them. Okay, well, I'm not going to, because it's so late in the game, and all of those shit is way too. What is
Expensive?
Yeah, but it was, wasn't it points?
Yeah, I think it was like XP or AP or some shit.
Yeah. No.
And AP's hard to get in that game. It takes a lot. Like, I had to, because I used Garuda and Bahamut primarily, and Phoenix. But then, once I got Odin, I had to take points away from other summons and put it onto him. And then I ended up with, I used Odin, Bahamut, Garuda, and Phoenix. Garuda's tornado spell was fucking badass.
Yes. Absolutely loved it. I mean, it was different. It was something different. It's not something as big as like Final Fantasy VII Remake. But, so, to me, it's like they could get away with it. They could get away with just, let's play around with it. And supposedly, one of the guys that was on the development team kind of learned underneath the dude that made Final Fantasy Tactics. So he, I don't know, worked his magic. I thought it was great. I thought it was really good for a kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah, it definitely had a solid story too. Like it went back to the trope of the crystals, but it was completely different from any other version of Final Fantasy with the crystals. Like this is like the one game where you wanted the crystals destroyed. Although it fucked up the planet, but then everything was fine in the end. I don't know. Somehow whatever the fuck what was it called? Like the death void stuff that was like
Blight?
Blight, yeah, the blight.
Oh, yeah.
The blight that was like consuming everything. I guess that just went away. I don't know.
I don't know.
One character I think everyone hated the most was that fucking bitch, Annabella, the queen mother,
Oh yeah.
who was like real incesty with her youngest.
Yeah. She died, didn't she?
Yeah, she stuck a knife in her throat
Yeah.
after Dion fucking skewered her son with a fucking spear. It was great.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think second in line as far as bitches are concerned would be the chick that had Ruta.
Oh yeah, she was a fucking bitch.
Couldn't wait to kill her. Thought it was done.
Yeah,
You got Garuda, and then you got turns around. You got
Irene.
yeah.
And my god, she fucked everybody. She was fucking Odin. She was fucking Titan. She fucked Sid. She probably would have fucked Dion if he was straight.
Yeah. That was another thing that kind of disappointed me was Bahamut's moves. I expected more.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I absolutely love Bahamut. I used his moves the most.
No, I couldn't stand it.
His were more challenging because they had to charge up, which was bullshit. But so did fucking Odin's.
But two things I didn't use. I want to get in the action. I want to hit him hard, hit him quick.
Shiva was totally useless. You get her at the end of the game after you get Bahamut. Who's choosing Shiva?
After Clyde gets some ass, probably for the first time, and then turns around and fucking dies. Game over. Thanks. You know, because I'm Clyde. I'm the main character. That's what I'm sucked into this game. It's really good. Oh, now I gotta die?
I mean,
Kiss my ass.
It was like the plot of Final Fantasy X. That you were gonna die.
I know, it's bullshit. I hate it. You know who doesn't fucking die at the end of the game? Cloud. Exactly. Cloud.
That's just Cloud's badass.
Oh, I know.
He is the perfect Final Fantasy hero. So people like Squall a lot.
I don't.
I don't like the name.
It's a little too emo for me, a little too.
It's just,
I don't know.
I think Rabtoons that made fun of the love story so perfectly with their Final Fantasy in a nutshell, and he was like, now that she's no longer talking or doing anything, I realize I love her. Yeah. Yeah, that is. That's something about Final Fantasy VIII that I never understood. They never resolved the whole she was dating Cypher thing, and then suddenly, she's on her knees for fucking Squall. Like, when did that happen?
I don't know. Not a big fan of Final Fantasy VIII. Love the story, but really love the story.
Because he couldn't get the junction system down.
Because it's stupid. Therefore, it's a failed game.
It's a great game.
It's a piece of
One
shit.
of my favorites. I hated it when I was a kid, but I absolutely love it now.
No. Piece of shit.
But back to 16 for a second.
Topic.
I'll be honest, I was not the biggest fan of Clive as a hero. Just because he was very whiny. Like, he was bitching the whole fucking game. Like, Joshua!
Oh, yeah.
Sid! Girl, I can't remember. Jill. That's what it was. See, what a forgettable name. Jill.
Yeah.
That said, I still liked him. I prefer Joshua as the hero. I kind of wish they'd have had that as like a... See, I think that would have been something they could have done to make the game longer. Let you play as Joshua as well, and like follow his story.
Yeah! That would have been cool. Can't have him as the main character though.
Yeah, I know you don't like the. I don't know. What is your problem with him?
He's sick
So
all the time, which shows weakness.
he's the dominant.
Whatever. Class of friggin' mythos, dude.
Which means mercenary, by the way.
Yeah, that's a great story. That's why Ultima wanted him. He's the ultimate one. Because he can harness all of the power. Whereas Dominant can just harness one.
You know, Ultima gave off some major X-Men apocalypse vibes. Like, I don't know if you've seen that one. Did you watch Days of Future Past? Days of Future Past is not the one with Apocalypse, actually. I think it's just called X-Men Apocalypse. I only watched it once. It wasn't very good.
Oh, okay.
They talk very similarly. Like the same, like, boring voice.
British?
Sure.
Yeah.
Plus, Ultima, I mean, I also got some Necron vibes out of the dude. He used one of Necron's spells.
Yeah, I mean,
Brand Cross, I believe.
I gotta tell you, I was a little disappointed in it. At first, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And the way they did Ultima, period, throughout the entire game, just beautiful. I mean, very dark and sinister looking. It was great. But the final battle, I was disappointed. I was waiting for more. He says Necron vibes. No, I didn't get that at all. I was, like I said, disappointed because I was expecting more. But whatever. It's modern age, I guess.
What was disappointing about it?
I expected more.
Wait, you want to elaborate on that? Like, what
I
does that mean?
expected, like I said, more phases. I expected Ultima dies, and it turns out there was this one thing we didn't hear about at all in the entire game, and that is the actual ultimate boss.
Yeah, you know how often that pisses people off, though? Like, Final Fantasy IX did that.
Yeah, and I loved it. Ergo Necron vibes.
Most people didn't like that.
Most people are idiots.
Yeah,
Have you seen them drive?
But,
Because they can.
but Necron came out of nowhere. Like, not even mentioned in the game once.
I know.
And he just exists. He just pops up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey guys, Kuja decided to kill all life, so I decided I should come in and kill all life.
No. Like, this is the guy at the core of the entire thing. And you're like, oh my god, I was focused on this over here. Turns out it was over here. This guy was pulling all the strings. He's the man.
So, he says he loves a random boss coming out of nowhere that makes no sense. I raise Final Fantasy X Yu Yevon. That is my response.
Oh no, that's fine. The Yu Yevon thing was fine. The fact that he was like this heart-shaped freaking alien or whatever, that was stupid. This is the dumbest damn thing. If he was some big badass looking thing that just like phased into every single summon and fucking took him over, okay, cool. But it wasn't. It was like a random alien thing. It was stupid. That's why I hated Yu Yevon.
It really didn't make sense either because he was clearly human at one point because, you know, he had to fuck, you know, Yuna Luska's mom.
It's legit.
Unless her mom's into some fucked up shit. But, yeah, that's a different discussion for another day. I enjoyed the battle mechanics. A lot of people were like, all you do is hit X and shit. And the only way that is true is if you played with the equipment attached and did everything for you. Did I turn my ringer down? Guess not.
guess not.